It's just a bunch of hocus pocus. Hey guys, welcome back to Pop Culture with Pat. So I wasn't expecting to be doing a video today, but some interesting news broke earlier. And yes, I know everyone's talking about the leaks of the Batman, the Batmobile. Everyone's talking about that, but no, I'm actually talking about the news of Hocus Pocus 2 finally finding a director. And yes, Hocus Pocus 2 has been a film that seems like it's been in development for years now. I know, like, on social media, Facebook and Instagram, stuff like that, I've seen this same fan-made poster and like this news article that's been getting reposted, it seems like every year, with people being like, oh my god, Hocus Pocus 2 is happening, and it's just a hoax, but it just keeps getting brought up because you know how those things work. So it seems like this film has been in kind of development hell, but it looks like we might actually be moving somewhere at this point. So like I said, this article broke today, and the source that, one of the sources, because it's all over the place like now, but the place where I saw it was Variety.com, so pretty reliable source. And what they say is, so Adam Shankman will direct Hocus Pocus 2, who directed Hairspray, at Disney Plus, sources tell Variety. So it won't be something that's going to theaters, it's going to be something that's going directly to Disney Plus, which I understand, where they've kind of waited so long. I mean, they've been so hesitant to just do this film, it seems like. I'm glad that it looks like we might actually at least be getting it. But if it goes on Disney Plus, that's totally fine. It says, the film, a sequel to 1993's cult hit Hocus Pocus starring Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Kathy Najimy, was written by Workaholics writer and co-producer Jen D'Angelo. Lynn Harris will produce. It goes on to say, Shankman is currently in pre-production on Disney's Enchanted sequel, titled Disenchanted. It's yet to be determined which film would be in the works first. So, if I had to guess, I would probably say they're going to do Disenchanted first, just because that was a hit for them, a few years back, I believe. So that'll probably come out first. So we probably still won't get a Hocus Pocus 2 for at least a couple years. I mean, it sounds like this thing is still in very early production. So I wouldn't expect anything probably at least for like another few years. But at least, like I said, at least something is happening. The article then goes on to say, the original Hocus Pocus cast members are not attached to the sequel, but Disney is hopeful that they will become involved in some capacity. Sources say that ideally the trio of actresses will reprise their roles rather than having to completely reboot the first film. Because I know, a couple years ago, or it's been brought up a few times that at one point they're going to do a remake, and they're just going to completely redo the whole thing, and obviously fans hated that. I'm a big fan of Hocus Pocus. I grew up watching the film, so it's always been a part of my life growing up, so I love it. I've been to Salem, Massachusetts, and seen all that stuff, so this film is really close to my heart. Yeah, it's cheesy at moments, but it's something that I really nostalgic for me, so it's something that I want to see. If they're going to do a Hocus Pocus 2, I want to see it done right. And when they said they were going to do a remake, and it was just completely like different cast members and stuff like that, I was like, no, I don't want to see that. I probably won't even watch it. And I know some people, it's like, well, you got to give it like a chance. It's like, no, it's fine. You guys can check it out, but I'm all set with that. So I know from what I've heard over the years, it sounds like pretty much everyone in the cast has been interested in coming back. I know Bette Midler has mentioned it. I believe like Sarah Jessica Parker and Kathy Najimy has said so as well. I know recently I got to interview Larry Bagby and Tobias Jelinek on my channel, and we were talking about like the 25th anniversary of Hocus Pocus, and if you guys haven't checked that out, make sure to check that out. I'll put a link down below in the comments, but in the description, I should say. But they mentioned that they would love to come back, even if it was like a cameo or whatever. And I believe even some of like the kids and stuff like that, they have mentioned that they would love to come back. So it's one of those things. It's been so frustrating, being a Hocus Pocus fan, because it seems like everyone's basically they're on board with this. It's just Disney's been kind of being like, maybe. It's like, and I understand, because when this film first came out, it didn't do very well at the box office. Came out, back out in 1993, and it barely made it's budget back or whatever. So it didn't do well I mean, one, they released, I believe, in like the summer, so it wasn't even fall. So that was kind of, I feel like, a dumb mistake on their part. But, anyways, so the movie didn't make a lot of money, so totally understand that. But I mean, over the years, this film, as you know, if you guys are Hocus Pocus fans, this film has developed this like, you know, huge cult-like audience where over the years, it's, you know, now it's on like ABC Family or Freeform. They show it like a bajillion times during the year. Like I said, I go to Salem, Massachusetts. Pretty much, I've gone there the past like 5 or 6 years, and that place is crazy. You know, during Halloween, if you've never been there, you definitely have to check it out because they actually have quite a few of the locations from Hocus Pocus there. So definitely, if you haven't been there, check it out. You know, Max's house, Allison's house, stuff like that. So it's really cool. So it's really, you know, Spirit released a bunch of stuff this past year, so it's really developed this big following. So I feel like Disney, like they have to know at this point that there is an audience for this thing. So I really hope, you know, they're saying that they're not involved as of right now. I hope that they, you know, are able to bring them back to some degree, and hopefully in those roles it's not like some just like short little cameo, especially for the witches. Like, I'd like to see all of them back reprising these roles. Because honestly, like I said, if it's anybody else, it's not something that I'd be interested in. So that's kind of my like overall thoughts on this news. You know, if you guys are Hocus Pocus fans, you know, let me know what your guys' thoughts are down below in the comments. You know, are you looking forward to Hocus Pocus 2? Is it something that you don't really care about? And, you know, would you want the original cast members to come back, or would you be fine with them just doing a remake with, you know, brand new cast? Let me know down below in the comments. And as always, guys, you know, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel, as well as that bell button, so that way you get notifications for all my new videos. And as always, make sure to check back for more Pop Culture with Pat.